Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a little bit of a rant about something that's been bothering me, especially since yesterday. I'm not sure if anyone here is watching Tim Pool. He has those three YouTube channels. One is for the IRL podcast that maybe many of you watch at night. It's on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then he has a 4 p.m. show. I believe that's the one on Timcast. It's at boy, I'm not sure, maybe at Timcast, but there's Tim Pool, I think, is at Timcast as well. So there are a few different ones. If you search for it, one's Tim Pool, one's Timcast, and one's Timcast IRL. And on his Timcast one, yesterday he went live for maybe, I want to say 2.5 hours, or maybe it was an hour and a half. And he's talking about things that one of his former colleagues said and how they're talking bad about him. And then today I came across a Young Turks with that Sank or Shank Euchre, whatever his name is. And he's going on and on about how Tim's a pedophile because he's criticizing the club that got shot up for hosting an all ages drag show event. And for me, I don't understand the relationship. Not only did he directly condemn violence, he showed concern about people who were not caring so much about the victims, who would actually be attending something that might be inappropriate for children, to have people who are inappropriately dressed, no matter whether they're drag queens or cross-dressers, transgender, whatever, no matter what they are, it would be inappropriate for students or children to be present at this kind of an event. And somehow he decided to twist this around and make a guy who was going for moderation, keeping the peace, non-aggression, and twisting him into a bad guy that was trying to get everyone killed. I don't know what's going on, but it still continually feels like we have a two reality system going on here. I cannot understand how someone in their right mind could come out with the position he came out with. Maybe he's just trying to get attention and assuming that people will never look and never watch and see what reality is. Maybe people won't even believe reality if they do see it. It seems like that these days more and more. What do you think? It's bothering me a lot. You have people bad-mouthing him, making up stories that are his former colleagues, it would appear, because he seems like a genuine guy. But there's definitely people making up stories about his position on that shooting in Colorado at that club that appears to be a non-binary individual, which no matter what, it looks like someone who would be mentally unstable, no matter what their persuasion. So the whole thing is a wreck. It's been bugging me. There's all these people accusing people of things without evidence, falsely, all the time, and then people believe it. And then there's tribalism kicking in where they assume that no matter what people say, if it's negative about someone you don't like, it must be true. The thing coming to my mind now is that Trump with the handicapped reporter and how everyone believed that. Nicholas Sandman, the Russia thing. There's so many different instances going on where people just believe hands up, don't shoot. All these different stories that have been twisted where people make judgments before evidence comes out, and then there's no understanding of what actually happened coming later after a mess has happened. I hope we can do better. Thank you all. I hope you have a good night.